Hi, the SI meteorologist Paul Dorian here on Thursday, September 19th. High pressure has been dominating the weather scene here in the northeastern U.S. for the last several days. It still resides right along the northeast coast, but it will slide off the coast today. That will allow for milder air on its backside to move into the mid-Atlantic region for Friday and Saturday. Many I-95 corridor locations will have high temperatures at or around the 80-degree mark Friday afternoon and again on Saturday. And then a frontal system will gradually approach the region over the weekend. Looks like it'll generate some showers and isolated thunderstorms this weekend in the Mid-Atlantic region, centered on Saturday night, although there can be a few showers and thunderstorms during Saturday afternoon as well again on Sunday, but again centered around Saturday night for the most part in the Mid-Atlantic region. There will be an area of moisture pulling out of the Gulf of Mexico region early next week. It looks like it'll slide off the coast, off the southeast U.S. coast before ever reaching this far north early part of next week. Well, let's take a look at the latest surface map. Here's that high pressure center right along the Mid-Atlantic coastline. It will slide off the northeast coast later today. On its backside, there's southwesterly flow of air already out over the Ohio Valley. That'll move into the Mid-Atlantic region on the day Friday. Looks like high temperatures tomorrow right around the 80-degree mark. It'll be a little bit more humid, noticeably more humid on Saturday, and again high temperatures not far from the 80-degree mark. And then this frontal system will be moving southeast over the next 48 hours and reach the east coast by late Saturday night, moving through the region early in the day on Sunday and causing some showers and thunderstorms in the region, especially on Saturday night. Behind the front, it'll turn cooler the early part of next week, and for right now it looks like it'll most likely remain dry on Monday and Tuesday, as any moisture that comes out of the Gulf looks like it'll slide well to our south and east off the southeast U.S. coast early part of next week. Well, here's a current nationwide look at the radar. Most of the precipitation is in the center part of the country, and it'll, for the most part, stay in that part of the country today. High pressure still protecting the northeast U.S., but on its backside, there's a lot of increase in moisture in the middle part of the country. That humidity will advance towards the east and will get warmer tomorrow and certainly more humid by Saturday. With the approach of the next cool front, we'll have increasing chance on Saturday afternoon of some showers and thunderstorms, but for today mostly centered in the middle part of the country. Here's the latest satellite, the infrared satellite imagery loop. Still protected here in the northeastern part of the country by that high pressure system, at least for another day, and in fact tomorrow we'll certainly have some sunshine. Lots of showers and thunderstorms scattered around the middle part of the country into the Ohio Valley. That will stay to the west of the Mid-Atlantic region today, and some of these areas will get a pretty healthy dosing of rain, up to an inch or so. Some remain, a lot tropical moisture remains from Manuel here on the west coast of Mexico. Still some activity here in the extreme southwestern part of the Gulf of Mexico region. We'll monitor that over the next day or so to see if that evolves into what would be Tropical Storm Jerry. Just a chance of that right now, but again, this is from the remains of Manuel spreading some rains into the state of Texas. Well, let's walk through the weekend computer forecast maps here. This is using last night's Zero-Z GFS model run. Still some differences over the weekend scenario and the early part of next week between the models. The NAM, for example, is more bullish with rainfall from this frontal system over the weekend. The European model has quite an impressive area of moisture coming out of the Gulf of Mexico early part of next week, especially compared to the GFS, but it now pushes that off the southeast U.S. coast, whereas yesterday it was pushing it farther north. It looks like right now it's much less likely to reach the I-95 corridor between D.C. and New York City, but we still have a frontal system coming through this weekend with certain shower and thunderstorm activity coming, especially centered on Saturday night. This is the forecast map for Saturday morning. Here's that frontal system by Saturday morning across the Ohio Valley with, again, quite a decent area of showers and thunderstorms associated with that front. Certainly starts off on the dry side here in the I-95 corridor Saturday morning. Clouds will increase, humidity will increase, and the threat for showers and thunderstorms will certainly increase as well during Saturday afternoon. Here's the forecast map for Saturday evening from last night's 0Z GFS model run. That band of showers and thunderstorms edges to the east just about upon the I-95 corridor. NAM model is even a little bit more bullish, a little bit farther to the east, with this certainly indicating the threat for showers and decent showers and thunderstorms Saturday night in the I-95 corridor. High pressure following this frontal system here in the southern part of Canada. That looks like it'll dominate our weather scene early part of next week. Let's now jump ahead to Sunday morning. Here's the forecast map for Sunday morning. That frontal system tends to slow down a bit as it approaches the coast. Most of the rainfall associated with this front should fall during Saturday night here in the Mid-Atlantic region, but there certainly can be lingering shower or thunderstorm on the day Sunday. It'll be a little bit cooler than Saturday as that cooler air moves in thanks to this Canadian high pressure system. Some northerly flow already setting up in the eastern part of the Great Lakes and the western part of the Mid-Atlantic region. That'll increase along the coast later in the day on Sunday as well. And let's jump ahead to Monday morning. By Monday morning, the latest run of the GFS model just has high pressure here in the northeastern part of the country, partly to mostly sunny skies, cool conditions, cooler than normal for this time of the year. Now notice a lot of moisture here depicted by the GFS model come Monday morning in the northeastern part of the Gulf. It tends to move in this direction. The European model is much more bullish with this, with more significant rainfall farther to the north, but even the European model has it kind of confined to the southeast U.S. right now, moving off the coast like that. Certainly not set in stone yet. We'll continue to monitor that, but the possible rainfall for Monday and Tuesday in the Mid-Atlantic region certainly looks less likely now than it did about 24 hours ago. But we do have rainfall coming this weekend with that next cool frontal system. That's it for now for the SIWeather.com. I'm meteorologist